Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So before I get out of here, I just wanted to go over this one article that I thought was particularly funny. It says, "Don't drink the right to repair Kool-Aid." It comes from Competitive Enterprise Institute, which is one of those think tanks that creates articles on why you should not have rights over your own property. Colorado recently enacted the nation's first agricultural right to repair bill, and it seems like folks from every political persuasion are rejoicing. The Washington Post ran an opinion piece last week on the Colorado law, recognizing that Democrats, Republicans, and independents are getting behind the right to repair movement. It said the argument is easy to understand. Manufacturers shouldn't be able to tell you what you can and can't do with your own stuff. For the most part, this is true. You can't, however, photocopy the entirety of a textbook or sell or hand it out to your classmates. There are limits. But Colorado's right to repair law doesn't address property rights corresponding to ownership. Instead, it deprives manufacturers ownership of their private property. And this is the part that I really want to focus on here, because that's the point that my audience really seemed to hone in on, and I did pin this comment after it became the most upvoted one. Property rights for manufacturers. They sold the damn item. It's not the manufacturer's private property anymore. So what they're referring to here is the ability of the manufacturer to limit some part of what you own so that you can't fix it without the manufacturer's property. So the manufacturer is looking to deprive you of property rights by saying you have to go to them to have a repair done. So if you fix your tractor, that's still not going to work until the dealer comes out with his laptop and plugs it in. So what they're saying is you have now deprived the manufacturer of the ability to deprive you of property rights. But Colorado's right to repair law doesn't address property rights corresponding to ownership. Instead, it deprives manufacturers ownership of their private property. Yes, it deprives the manufacturer of being able to say, hey, I sold you this $500,000 thing that's not going to work properly when you go to fix it unless you have this laptop. Ha ha, sucks to be you. You got to pay us to show up. Maybe it'll take 2 weeks. Maybe it'll take a month. Maybe you got to pay $150 an hour for us to clear the error code on the item that you already purchased. And this really underlies a point that I brought up in many of these videos, that with many of these manufacturers, whether it's a cell phone, whether it's a computer, whether it's a car, a tractor, or anything else, most manufacturers are starting to say the quiet part out loud. They think that they still own the product after you've purchased it, whether it's $300, $1,000, or $500,000. The world is moving to a subscription mentality. One piece at a time. First, it starts with repairs, then it starts with extra features, and at some point, you may not have a license to be able to continue using what you paid $500,000 for unless they allow it. For here, they're doing the typical fear-mongering. Let's say a particular repair shop conducted a faulty repair on tractors that have led to death. Yes, the runaway tractor that got fixed by the evil independent that's now running over not just the scarecrow, but the farmer as well. And it also ends with them saying, still, there's no monopoly in sight. The free market already provides adequate incentives for manufacturers to partner into business with independent repair providers. Except for the fact that they haven't done that because they make more money off of depriving you of ownership over what you own. The you will own nothing and be happy part, the quiet part out loud. How dare you deprive the hardware manufacturer their property rights? As the YouTube comment says, it's not yours anymore, you greedy fuck. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.